Yo, yo, hey, yo. How we doing today? Hold on. I gotta figure out how much I have to deposit here. Let's go ahead and put let's do how much did I have to play for the reward? And what was the reward? Oh, man, I even play it. Almost. Mission of the day. Max $5. That ain't worth nothing. We'll just do the solid 10. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Starting late today. Not ideal. Just we're leaving next week, so I'm just trying to get the house picked up. Made some dinner. Yeah, you know. Oh, successful. Let's look at the lobby. Let's go ahead and share this so everybody can see what the lobby looks like right now. I've been didn't spend any time on there today. It's got the PGA up. I might wait. What? Wait. What? Now that we're in the 300,000s, I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to get my thing filled up, and they already announced that they're doing another play action. So let's go ahead and hop into a play action. Let's get these done and over. I'm not going to get the 10. I'm definitely going to get my threes done. So let's go ahead and start doing the threes. So if you guys are here, let's get into the play action. It's 3 of 12. Water's warm, boys. Water is warm today. Oh, better go to the tube and then tweet it out. That helped the last time. Edit not queue. I gotta change out the thing as well. Share X post YouTube. Make sure I hit the like button. Boom. Here, Bible verse. Copy. StreamYard. BDS. It's banners. Hide. Edit. Paste. Save. Show. Oh, y'all filled that super fast. Or, you know. Oh, pick 4. Unfortunate for the lobby. I get another amazing pick. Let's check the board here, see what we're working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 non-full badgers. That's the kind of lobby I like to be in. Half the lobby, not full badged. Something like being full badged, if you know what I'm saying. Oopsies. Dude, I'm sitting full Indian style right now. My legs are going to be asleep in a matter of no time. Oh. Oh, we are in the thick of it, boys. We are in the thick of it. Oh, speaking, we need to upload. Let's go ahead and pull up DraftKings. Let's go ahead, hit lobby, get a new tab in here. Excuse me. NFL pre-draft rankings. We need to upload these too. It's been a few days that I've done this, so download, right? Yeah, okay. Go to Patreon. Gotta download or upload the ranks. I know that a couple of you use them. So, gotta make sure I can gift a membership. Oh, that's cool. What am I trying to do? Shoot, I got myself all confused. Make sure we're not going. Oh, we're up. All right, Puka Nakua, pretty easy there. They changed this. I'm viewing it as a member. I want to view it as me. They changed things up, so I'm like, I don't know. Ranks. I guess link, right? Not link. Attachment. And publish. Watson. I know R. Watson. Mr. Ryan. So I went to GameStop today. My daughter and son wanted to go to Five and Below. Apparently, they were closed at noon for like restocking. So I was like, she got some kind of squishy thing, and they had cards there. I was like, I could get some football cards, but it seemed a little selfish. So I bought some Pokemon cards. I bought two of those like single sleeve things. I'm not shitting you, and I don't know if how much of you guys know about cards and whatnot. I've never had this happen. The first 4 cards were the exact same on both of them. So I got the exact same cards on a lot. So like $20 on cards that I'm gonna sell. But I got a Bastodian. I don't know if that's any good or not, but it looks cool. It's got one of those shiny things. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got a Mankey. That's Gen 1. I know the Mankey. I know a Mankey. That's shiny. Well, I'm trying to show you all the shiny things I got. I'm just a child. Just grown up. And a Shuppet. I think he's useless, but or she or whatever. I don't know what the fuck Pokemon is. And then another shiny thing. I don't know what that Relic Anth. Holographic. Voltaic. See if there's anything interesting happening in this draft room. Nothing. I mean, that is about as of a staple as it gets there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nico, though, at the turn, that's interesting. Looks like I'm getting Brock Bowers. It looks like I'm not getting Brock Bowers. Yeah, I like Derrick Henry, but I don't have a lot of Drake London. So not in the toughest division, so we'll take that. Felix, what contests are you drafting right now? I am drafting the play action. The play action, $3 play action. We're probably pick 16 or so. Since I know that there's nobody in here, I will start the next one. It hit the 300,000 mark, so which means it's going to start filling up faster. And I think, I can't remember. I want to say 13 drafts in or something along those lines. And so I know that I need to get going a little bit on those because I'm not going to max the 10. I was going to do the $10 today. And then I was like, oh, it hit 300,000. That was where like mentally I said I need to start drafting. So they took the quarterback. So we're going to go ahead and grab Georgie Pickens here. It may not be a unique 0 RB team, but it is what it is. again, like I've said a multitude of times that I do not mind starting zero RB, um, especially in the $3 drafts, like especially in the $3 drafts where I know things are going to get crazy. There might be some good value left over somewhere, so I'd rather take the best players available in. And maybe that's like I'm 19 to 20 right now. I'll jump in if you do another. Yeah. In just a little bit, I will be doing another. They're saying, yeah, shucks. In in uh in 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 the best ball millie maker, there are less. There are less people doing crazy things. So the best thing you could do is be a little crazy. But in the $3, people are already being crazy. So the best thing you can be is calm. Motherfucker, I didn't even realize it. Dude got Jamar Chase in the second round. That's wild. Like, but if it's gonna be his only team, do it, man. Do what the players you like. It may not win, but if it does, if you nail your picks, therefore you're gonna be unique. Not a lot of people are taking Joe Burrow there, So like you're gonna have a fifth round or sixth round player that other people don't have I would never do that, but I understand it. If this is like one of your few teams that you're gonna do, yes, please, I always say be happy with what you draft. But don't be mad when like your team looks like ass. Like that is what I'll say. You can't be mad at yourself for your team looking like ass when you draft crazy. But you should be happy with what you drafted if you like the players. You know what I'm saying? You just have to. What I would say if you're going to draft a little crazy like this is that you should draft backwards. You should start thinking about what players you want. If you're going to draft crazy, you should think about what players you're going to put him with. Not just like, we'll take best available or whatever. That ain't going to cut it. Now, fifth, sixth round, you might want to, but you should start thinking about how you're going to build this team because if you're going to be wilding like that, like, are you planning on doing just two quarterbacks? What if you take? I'm trying to think of like another wide receiver in this range. Like, it can kind of make sense if you wanted this. If you get Terry, and he wanted Jaden Daniels, you know what I mean? Or Caleb with Luther, like getting that pairing. I can see it. Oh. Hey, dude, Tootin going in the fourth round. Oh boy, 3-4 turn pick. Not ready for that one. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be left over for me. I cannot figure out what is left on the board as is. I'll go. I mean, I know Terry's there. Travis Etienne is there. Scatabo's there. All right, so I'm getting a running back here. Scat. Ain't worried about that one. Right on ADP. So nothing crazy, I guess, is happening. You're right. Everyone is terrified of missing out on RB. Yeah. And what the thing is like with these people doing some crazy stuff, it's going to allow some value to fall. Over here at the $3. But like I said, you got to kind of draft a little safer on the $3, which doesn't make as much sense because everybody's drafting crazy. But take the best talent from the get-go. I do think I should grab a running back here just to have a running back. But my body's saying, let's go ahead. Let's go all in, take the best players. and fill out the roster. Let's fill out the roster. Let's be a bot when it comes to holy shit. I should have taken a running back. I got 3 11-week buys. We'll have to work with that. We'll have to find some soft talent. I have not run into a bye week problem like this. It might be a small issue. We can correct it though. We can correct it. There's plenty of talent. Built we got a solid RB room regardless. Whatever we put with Scat, we might get a Blake Corum, Jaylen Warren, players like that. If Tyler Warren makes it back to us, that'd be great too. We'll see. ADP's not falling, even though there kind of are there's other ADP scoopers over here. So we're getting some, but we're not getting a lot. In fact, we reached on Watson technically, but to me, it doesn't feel like a reach. I have him at 47. That's a great pick. This is our Watson guy is my kind of drafter. A week 17 matchup here, week 17 matchup here. A solid tight end. At this point, with how good of a drafter he's shown to be, I wouldn't be surprised if this is another week 17 matchup down the line. I love Jordan Mason on these builds. So you're in on the Jordan Mason. I'm not making a bet on them on that situation. I'm taking it when it falls. Whoever falls, I have them right next to each other. I don't that whole thing is weird to me. That whole team is weird to me. It could be a team of the dumps, and then they go to DeMond Claiborne, or they're good and Jordan Mason, and I think Aaron Jones could both succeed if they're successful. But man, the coach is amazing, but the talent surrounding not surrounding. That's not true. How quickly they were terrible because of the quarterback play. But I believe in Kendall McConnell resurrecting Kyler, but at the same time, I know that they're probably just talking him up because he's currently still on the team, and he will be all summer. But there's been too much positivity towards JJ McCarthy. If they make that mistake, I mean, this team, they're down to the dumps, in my opinion. Let's see. Another couple of good running backs go off the board. Price. Who we got left? Jaden Daniels. Brian Thomas Jr. 7 by. If QJ makes it back to us, we'll say QJ. Be a little surprised if he did, but at this point, we may just take 6. I don't know. I think it's something 7. We'll stop at 6 though if we get another receiver here. So he wanted a Ram stack. 5th round, he got Evans. 1, 2. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. This drafter, I guess he has Josh Allen. I still would have taken Terry, but I'm big on elite quarterbacks. Okay, Jaylen Warren, if he falls to me, is also good. Thank you, Jaylen Warren. Scat Jaylen Warren. We got a solid wide receiver room. We just need one more solid wide receiver, that non-week 11 buy. If for some reason Chris Godwin, which I don't think will make it to us, but if he did, that'd be great. Other receivers interested in, not too many in this general vicinity. We got to start looking at Stafford at the next pick. Who else? Prescott. Prescott would be great if he's there. So we'll hit Prescott. We'll hit Stafford. We don't have to worry about that quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is probably. Oh no, Trevor Lawrence is here. Okay. We have 3 quarterbacks, so we can go. 79, 85, 89. Stafford's last. Okay. Dak is gone. Six whole people watching me, little old me, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Pizza Roll. Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. 6 people watching. We got 4 likes. Let's get that to 5. If you haven't hit the button, it's just I need one of the 2. Hit the button. Makes me happy. We got to 5 before we ended the stream. I'm not asking for a lot. Just for 1. Just for 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Just one of the 2. I'm liking how this team is turning out. I'm liking what this team is turning out. Where the quarterbacks go. So it's still just Dak and Trevor Lawrence and Stafford are still there. Come on, baby, do the locomotive with me. Whatever that song is. 28 powerful Bible verses about courage and strength. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Well, that's cool. I got Stafford at least. Not ideal. Oh, well, I might be looking at a not semi-naked Jackson Dart. When I say semi, it's because we at least have Scat. So 8, 11, and if we get Love, 11. So Dart's going to be our bio. Who the Giants play? New York, Jesus criminy. New York Giants sketch 2026. I need to see week 11. They played Jacksonville Jaguars. That should be fun. On the clock and 16 picks, so around 116. Jordan Love goes at 113, so we're going to need a 3-pick fall. Are you in on Fannin? He's one of my favorite picks on the board since he fell to the 100s. Yeah, dude, I was super in on him at the pick 80. So yes, I'm in on it. But now that he has fallen back, it's hard for me to get him because he's going next to one of my favorite picks, which is Jackson Dart. So it's almost worse that he fell because now he's going next to somebody I like more, if that makes sense. I have a bunch of Jackson Dart rookie cards I'm pretty excited about. Like, I don't know how long his career is going to be. I think he's just going to be one of my PC players that I keep a lot of. So I was out there. We were at the card shop today. I was buying some of his cards. 2 John 14:17. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. So don't be scared. Jordan Mason goes at pick 110. Is that where he goes? I ain't gonna pick him at 110. I'll pick him at 120, 125, like in that range. Yeah. Right. I'd say I have him right next to him. He's my 118th player. Oh, I like Dalton Kincaid. Well, we ain't gonna get him because we're taking Jordan Love. Oh, come on, dude. That's sweet. Him and Scat are a high upside pairing. Yes, I agree. And I think they're gonna get all the touchdowns like until Malik's back, and then don't get me wrong. I think Isaiah Likely is gonna prove a little bit of a thorn in my side because I'm not fully overweight on him, but I mean, I kind of like this. I know that a lot of people don't like 3 quarterbacks this early, but I really like having Dart, Jordan Love, and Stafford. Well, I'm like a 6-year-old kid. I made a new friend, uh, and he's a big Packers fan. So I'm like, and I'm hoping that yeah, I can cheer. I hope one of the teams that I advance to the finals has a Packer on it, and then I can have them over if I'm in the finals. It's coming down to a Jordan Love play versus the Texans. That would be cool. That would be dope. So I didn't get a 6, so I think we're going to draft 7 now. But we need some tight ends and running backs first. And we got Kincaid to fall back to us. Yeah, Worthy's there, but Kincaid it means more to our team than Worthy. Mossy, what's up? Feels good to finally catch one of your streams. Well, I'm happy that you are. And we're out here scheduling streams. So we have okay, so next month we're gonna have on Dylan on one of my streams. I'm gonna be on Felix Reyes' stream the week after him. I'm gonna be on his stream and he'll also be on my stream. And then maybe Najee to the Packers if dude imagine. Oh, it's good. You ever find that spot that you're itchy that just feels amazing? Shit, I got fucking distracted. Feels good. Oh yeah, and the week before that, I don't know if he's responded to me yet, but I'm trying to lock in. Trying to lock in who, if he's able to. So, yeah, I was out smoking, grilling. I don't know. I use it more as a grill than I do a smoker, but technically it's smoke. But I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a pro smoker. I grew up with a gas grill, and then I got a thing, the one with the flat top, the Blackstone. I got a Blackstone now, but I got 4 of the knobs work. The one at the very end doesn't work, so I just don't even touch it. But since I've been cutting weight, I haven't really been cooking on that thing because like the things I like to make on there are like eggs, and I'm avoiding breakfast, so I'm not really eating eggs and stuff like that as much right now. It's not that I'm like cutting it, I eat it. My wife wanted me to make it, but And then obviously my favorite food is bacon. Yeah. I still have, when the wife makes it, I'll eat it. She gives me a few slices. Oh, yeah. I miss eating like shit, but I also my knees feel a bit lighter. I feel the less tension on those. I haven't had any back trouble. I've been wrestling my kids, so I have a feeling I'm going to be raising a Division 1 wrestler / backstroke swimmer. The dude's got his backstroke fucking locked in. He is locked in on his backstroke. I don't care that they're going to have the same bye week. I don't think tight end points really matter that much. Ooh, but do I want to give up the potentially not going to keep Mitchell back? Yeah, we got to do it. We're going to go running back heavy here for the next 6 rounds. We're going to have 8 running backs. This is 10. Hold up. If I do 3, 8 is 11. What about 7? 3, 7, 8, right? Hold up. 3, 7, 8, 2 go. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the next 5 rounds running backs. Oh, I'm good with that. Algier. I'm good with everything right here. Oh, that's just, I'm like, man, why am I good with all these picks? Because they're all just listed as running backs. And I get Keith Mitchell to come back. There we go. Here we go. And our running backs have no bye week problems yet. Other than that, they may not be on the field. Yeah, dude, Najee to the Packers, dude. The moment that the report came up, 8 people in the comments of it was like, Najee, if we signed Najee, you want to know why everybody was saying that? Because they are a very similar type player, very similar type builds. Actually, Najee's a little bit bigger, built for that cold weather. Imagine Najee in the cold weather, just Eddie Lacy dudes, man, just huge. I think he should sign there regardless. But most ideal position, something happens to Javonte, they don't give it to Blue. There's no way that Jaden Blue is going to be. I'm sorry, guys, for all this Najee talk, but that's what you come here for. I'm just kidding. I think Najee would easily take the role and just absolutely dominate with that in with the Cowboys, and would lead the league in touchdowns potentially, because they would be able to practically unstoppable. I think if something happened to Javonte and Najee got the role, in my opinion, very potential, very wrong, but my opinion. Did you guys know that hot sauce has 0 calories? Now, I know it's not good for your heart because of all the salt and sodium or whatever, but I had no idea it had 0 calories. God, there's just a spot in Cincy right now. Yeah. I make chicken tenderloins, the dark meat. I make that and then I get a piece of grandma cheese, aka sriracha is the best hot sauce. So I grew up with tapatio and or picante, piquant, picante, piquant, hot sauce. I ain't mad at sriracha. I didn't find sriracha until I was way older. I found it when I was at Pizza Hut, and we would throw it on some of the pizzas after the fact. My boy Rob in real life, not real life, but from Pizza Hut life, he would we had a buffet at ours, and let's do this. Another non-bye week issued player. Um, he would, at the very end when we would close up, when like we were not, putting more pizzas out there. Yeah, that you're right on the where I was going with this story. We would get our plate, with whatever was left over, because whatever we didn't eat, it would go to the local old people's home. And but regardless, anyways, he would grab his huge plate of like the slices were super thin usually, and he would take his plate, stack it up, and he'd get the little ranch from the salad area, and then he would get his sriracha that his like was in his like car. He'd pour a big old thing in there and he would dip it in there. No, it looked so good. So I had some a few times, after I had it once, and it was so good. I had to go buy my own sriracha. Working at Pizza for 10 years was something else. And like looking back at it, like, oh, that was only like a part of my life. And now that I'm like almost 40 years old, which I'm not shitting you. So I have a childhood friend, a childhood friend, and I am 37. I think he's 38. We are we we are pre 40 here, and my boy is going to be a grandpa. Which, Tony, I love you. I'm happy for you. I pray for your family, but I can't imagine being a grandpa right now. Oh, that's crazy. Being like 38, 39 and being a grandpa. That means hypothetically, if the baby comes and he's barely 40, when he is 60, let's just say on average, he could be a great grandfather. So let's say, which he didn't live the healthiest life when I met him, if he's 80 and this same cycle has been going, he could be a great grandfather. What? Wild, wild, wild. He was the first person I smoked with in in Illinois. Alfredo sauce, pepperoni, jalapeno. Yeah, yeah, yeah. From Domino's. Okay. Yeah, we made some crazy stuff. I like to just absolutely mosh pit of toppings. I would take, the toppings that fell down. Like we had a clean sanitary area. So it's like the extra toppings, I'd always just like that would fall off the pizzas. We had to like scoop them into a little thing. I never take them out of there, but like the ones that were still on the table, I would scoop it up and throw it on there. And yeah, those are my like monster pizzas. I used to like. We used to sell, was it sardines? We used to sell anchovies or sardines. Dude, I will never recommend that pizza. I only ever had it once of the 10 years that I worked there. And that was the most disgusting pizza I've ever had. It was so salty. So like I tried it there, and then I had with just the sardine or anchovies, I can't remember what it was. And then I would had the other side I had with pineapple. So like the sweet salty, it drowned out the pineapple. I do not suggest anybody ever eating fish on a pizza. Though shrimp sounds good, so I can't say completely out on it. But yeah, I think a 387 sounds good. Unless K-Tron, well, if I don't get one of these guys. I also want to do a 396 if I'm able to get Braylon and him. He's past 80 piece. I don't know if we'll be able to get him, but we shall see. I retweeted Braylon Allen, had him pinned or whatever, from them talking shit about him. Braylon Allen is one of my favorite like overall picks. I should, since I just got into card collecting, I should go out of my way to get some of his cards. If we just think about it, I really do think that what's his face is getting traded. Brees eventually. The Joe Rogan pizza, you're right. You're right, not the best. The Joe Rogan pizza, you're right, not the best. Oh, is that what he likes? I am not. If he puts fish on a pizza, I'm not a fan. Joe Rogan is out there with his food takes, The way he cooks a steak, though, I'm on board with his steak. I've heard him describe it. There's somebody. So I listen to a lot of Bert Kreischer, and he did I forget what show he does. Go ahead and tag my players. We'll go ahead and get into the. Obviously, we're going to take these guys, and then we're going to tag you, Noel, Fields, A.O. Mayonnaise, Bateman. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and jump into another one, guys. So if you guys are here, you guys want to jump into a $3. Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. So go ahead and hop in. Jumping in right now. 7 to 12. You guys got 5 spots to fill. 5 spots to fill. What's it called? Yeah, he was. We gotta find that. Joe Rogan. Steak. So I did this slow cooked thick steak on pellet grill. That's what I do at 265 until temperature hits 110. I don't do that. Then sears it on a screaming hot skillet, iron skillet with beef tallow, breaths fed butter, fresh garlic, and thyme. See, that sounds really good. He likes his a little undercooked compared to me. To start off with, I like mine. I am in. I started a $10 too, so probably be distracted. Okay. Pick 12. Good. I don't need you near me. I do not need you near me. Oh, I'm up. Najee Harris. I didn't get Katron. I was hoping to get Katron on that team, but it is what it is. And I got a top 3 pick. What's new, guys? Who needs these other picks? Do I know anybody else? I don't know anybody else's name in this. Sean. Let's check the contest details. What are we working with here, boys? What are we working with? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 full non-full Badgers. Okay, not as great of a room as the last, but still not bad. Still not bad. And I'm not near Bando, so he gets one set of the I get a great position here being in the top 3. I get, if one of these is not a great player or drafter, I get whatever's best pick is available with the top 3. 4 is fine. I like 4, but sometimes, you can get Bijan at 3 or Jahmyr Gibbs, because you get a wild drafter. Yeah. It was Matthew McConaughey. How do you spell Matthew? Is it 2 teachers? 2 teachers. Matthew McConaughey. Why? That tuna salad or steak. Matthew McConaughey steak video. Okay. 1 second. Oh. All right, we're going to watch that. This is what I was talking about. I don't even. Bijan, it is. We're going to go ahead and watch this. I like the way he talks, and maybe that's why I like his steak order. Share this tab instead.
Okay, real quick. Steak. What cut do you eat?
Ribeyes to steak.
Ribeyes to steak.
Admit it or not, we're not talking about, I want to eat lean.
And
I know I have my elk.
How do you have it cooked?
Well, the different ways. So I go 1 5/8 inch, which means it's a big, thick piece of meat, which means I either go on the grill. If I can get that green egg to sit there and hold at 455 and close that thing and trust it, beautiful. Other times where we're just inside and I don't have time for that, I'm a big 16-inch black skillet, oil, butter, and sear that and flip some oil and butter on top of that thing, because I just learned this, that butter doesn't brown if you put it in early with the oil. And then obviously that old trick everyone forgets, let that son of a bitch sit for as long as you cook it.
Yeah.
Because it's got to settle.
Yeah.
And all
the juices kind of go
relax.
absorb it back in.
And also, you don't know this one, this may be obvious, but it's the cooking at room temperature. You can't pull it out of the fridge.
No, you got to let it.
You got to let it sit, get back to room, get to room temperature.
That's a good one.
And all those pores open up. So 1 5/8 inch American Wagyu ribeye.
Ooh-wee. I can listen to people talk about steak all day long. Again, I know that I'm fat. I'm not denying that. It's still fat. But we're working on it. But my fat tendencies still come as listen. Like, I don't eat as much. I've been doing really good. But listening to people talk about food is like how I get my calories. I know I can fall off the bandwagon fairly easily, so I work pretty hard on mentally doing it, and I do silly things to like semi-distract myself. Okay, you're doing it too. Genty with the Nico. That literally happened in the last draft I was just in, so that's interesting. That's just 2 drafts in a row, Mr. Bando. That's happened in. But it makes sense. Flip the board. You know what Chess Liam always says. You know, you get, because he's definitely the originator of that statement. God, I hate him so much. I don't know. I don't hate him. I just don't like that he thinks he's like the first person to think of things. And I get it. Like, a lot of his fan base are dumb kids, you know, or people that are new to the game. Not like dumb kids in the sense like they're dumb, but in the sense like they haven't experienced enough of the world yet, enough of the best ball world. I feel like he gets a lot of the younger guys. It's what I like. My guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but according to my audience, we skew a little older over here. I've done a lot of 2RB in that spot. Did it with the Rashi the other day. Like the team. I've been thinking about it because I always end up like, I want a receiver, but the next one up is Drake London, and I'm like, I really don't want a lot of Drake London. I'll take some Drake London, right? I just took him in the last draft, and honestly, I'd rather take him on these other these other tournaments, and not in the Billy Maker. And a lot. So another thing, tangent from a tangent to a tangent. Another thing is like I like to try different. Try to get a little weird. I like it. I like to try new things in different contests. Last year, I think in the $3. I went specifically. Oh my gosh, Bowers, please. I went specifically to take Amon Ra and Puka, and just those. You know, if I had whatever pick, I was either taking Puka or ASB, like because I knew I was fading them, which. It came back to bite me in the ass because those two motherfuckers were studly all year. But I did get a $3 almost to the finals last year. So, you win some, you lose some. Oh, Topanga, Shabadidi, Bichidawa. Man, I'll take Rasheed. we're going to be looking to stack a QJ bet. Let's see here. What is that round? So we're going to take QJ in the 6th round at 610. And then we'll take Huge here with, we'll draft him a little early. We will take, not a little early, a lot early, but we'll take Justin Herbert at 7-3. I know I'm giving away what I'm doing, but you go ahead. If you take him, you take him. You're taking him a lot earlier than he needs to go. Yeah, I've thought about taking Ladd there or Rashee Rice and hoping I get Ladd at the turn. At the turn picks. I think that would be like a unique start that makes sense. It's week 17 correlated. They're great players. There's nothing wrong with taking Rashee. Everybody keeps saying, well, if Rashee's actually healthy and he stays out of trouble, he's actually a first-round pick. I don't really believe that necessarily. Like, I'm not really in on Rashee. But again, like I said, I am taking players I don't always take here in the $3 and other tournaments than I do in the Millie Maker because I don't believe that he's a great player, or a great person. So people might have a target out for him. So I'll take him, just not on the Millie Maker. Typically, I think I have like 1 or 2 shares. You got T Higgins. So you're literally bouncing the ball both sides of the. You're like right here, pass it over there, got it back, right here, pass it over there. You're gonna get right back. You're gonna get something at 60. You're gonna get Travion Henderson at 60. I don't even know if you're a Travion drafter, but that's what it feels like. Colston Loveland. This is my kind of drafter over here. Shawnee Sean. My kind of draft. I'm not a huge fan of the 12th. Yeah, me either. I'm a huge fan of getting the 3rd pick. And I have been blessed by the DraftKings gods I don't even know what the right word is for the assortment of good picks I've gotten this year. I have been blessed. I have 24% plus of Jamar Chase, and I still have 6% of both Gibbs and Bijan. So knowing that I'm going to try to target a wide receiver and quarterback in a couple rounds, I probably should try to figure out what running backs I'm going to take. I may not get Scat here, but I might. You never know. We get him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Thought about bringing up McLaurin, but went at the end of the 5th round earlier in the drafting season. Yeah. I've been grabbing more of him lately. After watching, I'd say I'm such a sucker. I'm such a sucker for TV. I forgot that that's what happened. He hurt himself in the season. And then he came back and then got hurt again. But instead of like him coming back again because he probably could have, they sat him down. What a potential that he can be, I raised him up 10 spots, so he is at 60 while his ADP is at 69. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all in. Okay, well, I would like to get another running back, but I'm fine. I'm fine with bypassing that and taking the 7-pick discount of Luther Burden. filling out the wide receiver room. Pretty balanced so far. A lot of high potential type players here. Nothing for certain other than Bijan's touches and Brock Bowers touches. The rest is like super high upside. A lot of downfall, a lot of risk with these players, but a lot of upside. Again, don't know why I have headphones on. I was listening to a video, I guess, earlier. Also chimed in on my own YouTube to hit my own like and whatnot, and also to check that I had volume going. So that is currently working. Let's see here, is still gotta pause this. How many likes? Well, we got 7 likes, boys and girls. Boys and girls. I usually get one girl. One, which is good with me. I'm good with just one girl, you know. But we'll take more. Whatever, you know. But if we're talking to the gentleman here, you know. Appreciate you boys. What's your plan for contest selection this year? Just all DK? Actually, I'm a little all over the place. I'm doing a lot of DK though. I'm doing the $3. I'm doing all the I say I'm doing all of the deserts, but financially that doesn't really make sense because I like to have a budget of this year we're making it at like an 8K budget and 8 to 9K. We're going to be around that ballpark. And so I think I'm probably going to get 100 Best Ball Mania, whatever the underdog one is called. And then I wanted to get like 50-ish over on Drafters. Then I just want to get, obviously, we're going to max the DK million. That's just hard not to do at this point, you know. I'm at exactly 101, I think, or 100. I'm in the exact spot. So we'll max that. We're going to max the $3. We'll probably max the second $3. We will max the low dollars. I can auto draft those. I'm going to have it open on my phone next to me while I'm working and just kind of make sure it's like not building something stupid. Because I trust my ranks. Yeah, I'm shooting for a similar budget. Been doing the cheap King of the Desert. Are you the puck? I'm not in any of those. I don't really care for it. I shouldn't say I don't like it. Money's money, right? But it's not for me. I'll let somebody else win that. That's fine. They can win that one. Yeah, I want to go to another live final, and going to the King of the Desert live final would make my year. If that makes any sense. Like I'd be super excited to go to that final. Somebody took him right before. Go ahead, take Brian Thomas Jr. Chris Godwin is shooting up the boards, y'all. We have 2 stud running backs. I really like Jaylen Warren when I are building 0 RB teams. Now, I probably should throw him onto teams where he's not, but today's not that day. Like today is not that day. We're going to try to get Pat Mahomes on the next turnaround. The next pick, not this one, obviously. When he falls back. Stafford. I mean, I guess it makes sense because he ain't probably going to make it back to you. We're going to take Chris Godwin here. I was hoping he'd fall to me. I assumed he would, but you never know these days. Yeah, I like this. I like this start. So we have some high upside with literally all of my receivers have high upside with a huge floor. When I say huge floor, I'm saying it could easily be 1s and 0s. And then with my flex, we got a nice solid floor with Chris Godwin. I think he's in tune for 60 yards a game with upside to 2 touchdowns. I think at the floor it's 40. At the ceiling, we could he's had some crazy games. I think his ceiling is still there with high upside, but we're looking at 10 points a week, which at worst. Let's see. Does he have his stats? So yeah, okay, so he got hurt before, looks like before the season. I can't remember what exactly. It's been a while since I don't quite remember. But if he has spike potential, obviously it came down, but with no Mike Evans, there could be, a lot of targets. A lot of, I would say we're probably going to be closer to this number, these two numbers, somewhere between 55 and 78, than we are to the typically about a 100, But I think we'll be doing better. So it came off the injury. That's not bad, Obviously, he was still dealing with something here and then got hurt again there. So. What are we doing here on the edge? Genty, Collins, Higgins, Waddle, Watson, Judkins, Harvey. I mean, I'm not a Sutton guy, but you're going all in on this Denver build. And I can see it. It looks fun. It looks fun. I'm not, I would never draft Sutton, but I understand it. One, you want to put no doubt that you're going to get, if somebody takes Bo Nix, it is literally out of spite. Can't wait. Yeah. Dude, you're about to, for sure. Are the Pocket Cup mega qualifiers, so I didn't read the rest of your question, similar structure to the King of the Desert if you get tickets? I have no idea. I would think it was you or somebody told me that you had to advance out of that and I'm pretty sure. I think it's some similar to that it's a ticket for a qualifier. You're not even, I don't even know if they have a live final for that. I think it's just, I honestly don't even understand quite exactly what the pop-up cup is. I haven't heard anybody win a ticket. I haven't seen anything about it, so not entirely sure. Come on, baby, do the locomotive with me. Come on. Come on. He's there. Ricky P, gosh, doggy. Oh. I should probably update my thumbnail picture tab. I was going through, I think it's oh man, oh yeah, we'll use this one. That was 4 years ago. I made all these thumbnail pictures. Probably about time we update the old catalog. Who else is steak prep videos? 30 minutes. No, thank you. Let's see here. Hot pan. Salt, pepper. Mop it. Okay. Oil. this away from you. Pan's doing the work. How do you know what is cooked on the inside? Garlic. Okay. Turn every minute. Okay. Okay. Need some time. Okay. Touch more oil. Okay. Yeah, no, that's too complicated. About to say, how do you cook steaks for lazy people? I thought about making a live while cooking steaks. Would you guys have tuned in for that? Think about like different content. Like we could just talk about football, best ball, but I'd be live cooking, be out there on the grill. So a lot of the time I'm just sitting there, I'm listening to another podcast. So instead of listening to a podcast, how about I make something, Hey, you got Bo Nix. Good job. And you got Brooks. Back in my day, he used to fall to 120. Made it around. That's nice, dude. Yeah. I'm happy. Am I going to get Baker? Is Baker really going to fall to moi? Oh, I guess he goes at 120. Yeah, he's going to fall to me. Unless he's quarterback. He's not even up next. Jordan Love just went. I think he is up next now. Yeah, there's definitely a tier if I don't get him. Not that I need him, but it'd be nice to have. Ooh, suckers. Oh man, you got Josh though, so he's good. He's got Stafford and Goff. Him not picking him is a little wild. He was relying on Drake May. He only has one quarterback. Three quarterbacks. This guy likes to draft like me. We're gonna take Worthy, I guess. What's up with the queue? No, nothing to tell me about it, huh? All right, fine. That's fine. Normally I'd take Mark Andrews there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. More team correlation. Who the Giants play? Cowboys, Eagles, Lions. They play anybody? They play the Panthers. No, they do not play the Panthers. It would be cool if they did, though. So I'm gonna be going to a Airbnb with the RPS guys as long as I'm invited. I think I'm invited. I clicked the button, said I'm interested, so I think I'm invited and whatnot, but I have no idea. So the next time I talk to JSC, I'm gonna ask, am I really invited? But it's gonna be like a little content house for the week. It's like the first week of football, so that should be fun. Should be fun. Ugh. I sat up, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? I don't know what happened. How are y'all still here? Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking around. My terrible Bryce Young broke your stream. Hold on, guys. Wait for me. DraftKings. Come on. Dude, I don't even know where my phone is. I cannot make a pick right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why is DraftKings not working for me? Oh, no. Come on. This is so unfortunate. What is going on? Why can't I click anything? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I can hear you. Can you? Your mic works perfect. All right, well, at least we can go full stage here. I think my internet went out because I hit my knee on the desk. All right, we're back into the DraftKings. Now let's try to find contests. What did I auto draft? We're gonna find out here in just a second. Draft now. Oh, we're on the clock. We're on the clock. What do we got? We have 2 tight ends already. We need running backs. Algiers there. Woody Marks. Let's go ahead and grab Woody with the positive news that he got today. What did I? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we made our pick because we had. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see that pick. Had to make it on the fly. We were on the clock with 20 seconds left. So we got Mark Andrews and we got Woody Marks here. I will if I decide to. Oh, there you go. Sit up Indian style again. I'm going to move away from the computer first. Oh, this is something over here. I don't know what I did to hurt the internet, but all I did was stand up. That's how fat I am. I stood up and broke the internet, and my boy over here blaming his Bryce Young, Jalen Coker build. So I'm just not in on Jalen Coker, but it's because I'm just too high on Chris Brazil that I'm like not as high as I should be. That's what I get for looking at steak videos while drafting. Yeah. Oh, don't. I don't know if this is making it worse or more exciting or what. You're gone. Yeah, you're gone again. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna kill Spectrum. This is bullshit. We went upgraded to the $100 plan. You know what I'm saying? And we're on the clock again. Jesus Christ. Ain't no rest for the wicked here. Did I have 3 quarterbacks? I did. Okay. Good fall on Travis Hunter. I do believe that he's going to play as a receiver more often than a lot of people are assuming. Present, share screen, DraftKings. Do we up? Okay, so I thought we were having issues because our modem and router were 5+ years old, and I updated it or upgraded it when I won my first 50K. I was like, okay, we'll buy a new set and everything, and I ended up buying a pretty decent set there. So I was like, it should last for a while, and I've been having nothing but issues lately. So I was like, okay, so it's time to upgrade. So I upgraded. So this is like a $400 Wi-Fi or more. And same with the modem. Like I got the tippy top of the tippy top, it can do 2 gigabytes per, right? And then it could stream through, it could take in 2 gigabytes and same with the Wi-Fi router. It could take a lot, just put it that way. And so it's like, okay, and then we'll upgrade the internet. But make sure things like on page, everything's looking good. I've had nothing but issues right before we got it hooked up and right after. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. The internet stuff, it's wild. I'm like, is it where it's located? Is it what's wrong? Is there something underneath that's making it shitty? I don't understand how the internet works. You got to remember, I'm old, so I don't know everything about the internet. I remember when there was such a thing as no internet. I grew up in a world where we had floppy disks, and I was like, I will never be on my computer ever when I grow up. Ever. Why do I need to learn how to type? It's literally my job now. I used to type, was it six words a minute? It was so bad. Oh, I sat next to my buddy, Kyle. I think he had 72 words a minute. So I'm like, yeah, it's cool. That's cool. I'm like, I don't know when I'm like out here because they would put that on keyboard where you can't see where you're typing, so you can just naturally do it. This is me. I'm like, okay, if I remember correctly, the one's over here. I'm going real slow. But that's because they were all on AIM Messenger and stuff like that. I felt like they had to talk to each other. Dude, I didn't hang out on AIM Messenger. I did talk to a couple girls on there back in the day, but like I told you, I don't type very fast, so the messages back and forth did not last very long. I did think it was pretty cool that was a thing, but I talked to four people, 3 of them girls and my buddy Sam. He used to talk about his dreams and stuff. I don't know. It was always felt like a therapy session. I love Sam. Sam was a cool dude. Short guy, good wrestler. Yo. What up, Nate? You haven't seen it in a few weeks is Blake. I miss Blake. Mr. Blake Jackson. Where you at, buddy? Blake and Dennis, haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. I need to get you guys back on here and probably reach out or something. I need more running backs. We can go either way here. I've been drafting more Jerry Jeudy. I'm sure that's a terrible pick. An absolutely awful pick. Right? I agree. And anybody they would probably agree it's a terrible pick. But what if, he gets cut, traded to like a better team? Yeah, like that needs him. You know what I'm saying? Let's say he gets traded to the Eagles. It's an upgrade, over. I don't even know who their wide receiver 3 is. It's an upgrade. Or if he ends up at the Falcons, or if he gets with Washington, as a potential place. Am I behind on? No, I'm ahead of schedule, but I need to move Njoku back. That's probably what needs to happen here. Philly wide receiver. Hollywood Brown. Is that it? Oh, Malachi Lemon. Wicks is the third wide receiver. Felix, you're so silly. So he wouldn't be good there. Let's see here. If so Washington, he'd be good in. Honestly, they need a real number 2 in New York for the Giants. Like, I think Malachi Fields can get there. I just think he's not day one material. Like, he ain't gonna be out there day one making huge plays. I think he's gonna be a year 2, year 3 type breakout type player. If he does, just if he does come out to be a good player. Who else needs a receiver? I mean, Seattle's got room for a 4th. Chargers have a decent room. Who could use it, or I could see him on, is the Bills. I could see him on the Bills. Just another dude, They'll be like, well, look, was he a first rounder? I feel like he was a first rounder. First round wide receiver. He's a receiver for our team now. Like, I can see them making that excuse. All right, so before I get kicked out and I quit drafting, my boy went Hunter Henry, Greg Dulcich, and Pat Freiermuth. Pairing up with that. Holy cannoli, man. We're almost finished with this draft. All the technical difficulties made this draft fly by. So you got 3 quarterbacks. You got dude, you're set. You literally can go any way you want. Your running backs are great. Your wide receiver room is good. This is a tough team to beat. Your backup quarterbacks to your Bo Nix are a little ass, but like, you got 3 of them. I personally like Bryce Young, and I know Meg from Fanspeak loves herself some Aaron Rodgers. So you got 2 people cheering on your backup quarterbacks. Now I know that they're looked at differently than most people, but they got a shot. I like this team. So not my team, but I like the team that you drafted. Now I'm not a lot, into the late tight end as much either, but I think Greg Dulcich is going in the wrong area. I think he needs to go by Okonkwo for like what production he's going to have, but that's my opinion. You can take it or not. Don't really care. We're going to grab Naj. No, you know what? Naj will be there in the 19th. We're going to take Pat Bryant here. He may not be. People have been taking him from me. I don't think we got any. Take Ted here. Ted and or Malachi Fields. So boom. 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 Oh, it's about that time, huh? Stay away from stay away from my Broncos. No, not the Broncos. The Bills. The Bills. Oh, stay away from your Broncos. Nah, you got plenty, dude. You got plenty. Pat Bryant's mine. People have miscued things because I didn't really stream in the preseason last year, but I went on to FanSpeak and whatnot, and I was talking up I talked up Pat Bryant on one of the last shows I did before I quit, before I paused when I had a baby, and I talked up Pat Bryant. Then I've been talking up I was talking up Pat Bryant on the FanSpeak when they did the draft. I was like, I think Pat Bryant's got a good chance to go on the second day. That was not laughed at, but I don't think anybody thought he would. And I've been talking about Pat Bryant this entire time. I think he's a great wide. I call him a ghetto version, a Walmart version of OBJ. I just like the way he played, the way he came in clutch, the catches he caught, everything with his hands. It was not a body catcher. I like myself a hands catcher myself. Somebody that's going to go out of their way to grab it and not let it fall to them, because that I feel like there are certain players that do really well with it, letting it come to them, because it makes it's hard to defend sometimes when the defender is coming into, if they have late hands. But if they have early hands and they are body catchers, that ain't the type of guy. And I thought he's got strong hands, so I was always in on Pat. You were gonna double tap two more Broncos. Where are you gonna go? Evan Ingram, Troy Franklin, Mac Hollins. You don't need no more Broncos. You didn't even grab Brazil. Did he go? What you out here drafting Mac Hollins for? You didn't draft Brazil. Did I draft Brazil? I might have drafted Brazil. Let's make sure I did. Oh, man, that would have been a good pick. Oh, Evan Ingram went too. Are you a Broncos fan, Bando? I thought you were a Bears fan for some reason. I say your name like that's your name in there. And if anybody wants to rock the Best Ball Nation, logo, you can always feel free to message me. I will send you the little thing that I use and that many of the users have used in the past. Message me on X, and if it doesn't work on X because I think I have it open, but sometimes it says I don't have it open. If it tries to stop you, just message me on here. I'll happily fix that for you. I ain't trying to keep anybody off from Twitter. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. We'll go with our boy Brent's team at the 12 hole. He went Genty, stay. Nico, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Christian Watson. What a start. Judkins, RJ Harvey, Sutton, Brooks, Bo, Bryce Young, Jalen Coker, Amari Cooper, Hunter Henry, Aaron Rodgers, Greg Dulcich, Pat Fryermuth, Kamani Vidal, Troy Franklin, and Mac the Whack Hollins. I needed Mac Hollins to come up big the year after I won the Millie. He did not do anything in that game. That was all Devontae Adams. I mean, dude, that's a good team. I don't even have to tell you. And you even went overboard on drafting the Broncos, and I still think that's like a top tier team, like legit top tier. You're definitely one of the people I have to like that I'm going to be down to. I might be in third place because you're one of your great teams. Because I don't know if any of these other teams are any good. I don't feel like looking at everybody else's team, but your team is a contender for sure. Health is the only thing that can hurt you. I drafted Bijan, Brock Bowers, Rasheed Rice, Scatabo, Luther Burden, Brian Thomas Jr., Chris Godwin, Pat Mahomes, Jackson Dart, Baker Mayfield, Xavier Worthy, Mark Andrews, Woody Marks. This was the luckiness of the power being out that this fell to me. Travis Hunter, Tank Bigsby, Jerry Jeudy, Ray Davis, Pat Bryant, Ted Hurst, and Najee Harris. Pretty good team. Yeah, pretty good team. Running back, we're pretty good. Bijan and Scatabo. Tight end, we win. Rasheed Rice, Burden, Brian Thomas. So wide receiver 3, not great. But we have 9 receivers. So the overkill of receivers is the reason why we have them. So we're competitive. We're going to be competitive. Who Hames? I love who. I think one of the DK winners had like 6-7 Bengals or Packers a few years ago. Broncos feel like mega stack that is underpriced. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe it's my I'm giving you the kiss of death. Over compliment is the kiss of death now. That's for sure. What was I gonna say? Shit, I forgot. Anyways, yeah, I'm drawing blank. Oh, the Broncos. It could be from my biased Charger eyes, and the fact that he like broke his ankle. His coach thinks he's a retard now. Like, could there be a rift because he hurt himself when he didn't really need to do what he did, and when he broke it? Yeah, that's what I think. But if the Broncos are as good as they could be, with Waddle being the new Avenger, you know what I'm saying? It could be really good. It could be elite, like the year that the Bucks had, the year like where they just could not be stopped. It felt, and it was the year that they played the Patriots. That's when they got their first loss, and they lost like 9-10. Other than that, like every week, it was like they're in a shootout, and Tom Brady, Gronk, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, like they're almost like impossible to stop. Like it was like they had to have a shootout, and the other team just had to have the ball last, kind of thing. That was the only way they were going to lose. Yeah, that team was crazy, and they still lost in the. I mean, obviously they won theirs, but then the next year they lost. The year I won everything, they lost. I should say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful hour and a half. It's almost midnight here, so we're going to go ahead and hit the sack. And are we going to be live? Yes, we're going to be live over at the Run Pure Sports channel tomorrow. I don't think I'll do any streams after that because we usually do 2 or 3 drafts there. Good night, buddy. And then Friday, I honestly, God, with wife coming back, she might be, hey, we need to clean till like midnight, 2 a.m. kind of thing. So after tomorrow, I don't know what the schedule may be, and maybe until I get back from the trip. And after that, we're getting people in. I messaged 3 people. I am currently, we got a stream set up for the second Tuesday after I get back with Dylan, the second Monday, Tuesday after that with Felix Reyes. So we should be creating content like crazy here soon. I'm pretty excited. So What else we got going? I think that's it. I think that's it so far. We're probably gonna reach out a couple more people. It's not my strong suit, but we're gonna try to do better this year. And that we're getting close. Hey, please tell somebody to hit the sub button. We are at 404. We are 96 away from 500. If we can get to 500 this year, cool. I don't want to make any commitment to an hour or a 24-hour live stream. I don't know if I can do it, but it would be super cool to hit 500. I've been streaming since 2009, and I've never thought I would ever get 500 after many years of not getting any numbers. So tell somebody to hit the sub button for me. We're really close to. We're not even close to monetization because I don't stream all the time. I do take breaks, so my hours is going to be struggling. But if I hit 500, maybe I'll be motivated to go crazy long and try to rack in the people. But yeah, we're going to be live tomorrow on Run for Your Sports. Please tune in, sub over there. Yeah, we'll be live for a while. He usually gets on before I do, around 7:30 to 8, and then I jump in. So it's been fun. It's been real fun. Later, guys.